The United States Department of Justice is assembling a dedicated task force to go after the crimes of the Russian oligarchs. We're joining with European allies to find and seize their yachts, their luxury apartments, their private jets. We're coming for your ill-begotten gains.
Last night, President Biden promising to go after Russian oligarchs' money and prized possessions, like this $600 million 512-foot mega yacht that the German authorities just seized from Russian billionaire Alisher Usmanov. Back here at home, a good place for Biden's task force to start might be with the Twitter account of a Florida teenager. Yes, he's been tracking the travel of Russia's most powerful and rich. 19-year-old Jack Sweeney, who we'll talk to in a moment, gained fame for tracking Elon Musk's private plane on Twitter, was subsequently blocked by the SpaceX and Tesla CEO. He just set up 2 more Twitter accounts, this time targeting Russian billionaires like Vladimir Putin and the richest guy in Russia, who has a net worth of almost $30 billion. And, that was Vladimir Putin, sorry. And Roman Abramovich, man, all these names are a little tough, who announced today that he will be selling England's Chelsea Soccer Club and says he'll be donating the proceeds to, quote, all victims of the war, whatever that means. At a time when there's more scrutiny than ever on Russian elites, the college student is using social media to strip away some of the secrecy that those close to Putin have come to expect and enjoy. For example, where was Abramovich on Monday as his homeland's troops advanced on Kyiv? Russia launched rockets at civilian neighborhoods and hundreds of thousands continue to flee Ukraine. Sweeney's Twitter account shows the soccer club owner's helicopter, at least, was taking off from the Caribbean island of Antigua. On the account @RU Oligarchs Jets, Sweeney has so far been tracking 39 jets and helicopters owned by 19 elite Russians, and that number is rising. He's even been attempting to track Russian President Vladimir Putin himself by posting data on the Russian military jets that Putin most frequently travels on, though he's not sure how accurate those results are. Sweeney's accounts have amassed nearly 350,000 followers, and he joins me now, the college student and Russian tycoon tracker, Jack Sweeney. Jack, thanks so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Any interesting locations show up today for any of these guys?
Nothing too specifically new. That's surprising.
So how do you do it? How do you know which planes, which yachts belong to who?
Well, there's public data, like of registration databases of like who owns certain planes. More specifically, it's really easy here in the United States, but other countries, it's harder to find who owns. That's why there's like some discrepancies, but you can like see companies they're connected to. And a lot of these people's planes have been documented already. Like I just had to input it into my program and make the Twitter account so they could be tracked.
So what made you decide, I'm going to start tracking Russian oligarchs?
Others asked me after the whole Elon thing, and now that the war has started to start doing this, now that they knew I could track planes.
And did you come up with this only as a result? I mean, you've been doing stuff like this for a while now, right? I mean, tracking Elon Musk, et cetera. Yeah. Tell me about it.
So, it started with Elon Musk, and then people asked me to do this, but now I see there's a lot more to it, even after like Biden talked about the whole issue last night at the State of the Union address. He was saying, we should seize all those assets and all that. And so this is obviously very related to all of that.
I assume no one from the government has reached out to you, have they?
Yeah, no, just one senator wanted to talk to me on one of his shows, but that's about it.
Yeah. And you're increasing the number of these oligarchs that you're following?
Yeah, and I'm trying to verify that all these planes are correct to who their owners say they are.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.